Happening now, protests continue in the nation's capital as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visits Washington, D.C.
He delivered a speech to a joint session of Congress, making him the first foreign leader to do so 4 separate times. But before heading over to Capitol Hill, Netanyahu spoke at the Washington Hebrew Congregation for the National Memorial Service of Joe Lieberman. The longtime Connecticut senator died at the age of 82 back in March after complications from a fall. Besides Netanyahu, speakers included former Vice President Al Gore, Maine Senator Susan Collins, and South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Today's memorial was a somber yet joyous service as loved ones and friends remembered not just Lieberman's political legacy, but who he was as a person and the lasting imprint he made on his community and the world. Netanyahu mentioning his friendship with Lieberman, saying he misses him terribly.
He was unwavering in defending Israel and expresses support literally up to the end of his life. America has lost one of its finest public servants. The Jewish people have lost one of its most noble sons. Israel has lost one of its greatest champions. And I have lost a beloved friend.
And yet Netanyahu, in his remarks, quickly shifting to hints at the war in Gaza and the polarization right now, saying Lieberman understood the importance of America's relationship with Israel. Netanyahu then carrying that message over to Capitol Hill this afternoon, where he addressed a joint session of Congress. The tone there very raucous, with Netanyahu pausing multiple times for standing ovations. At one point, a USA chant even breaking out on the House floor. Netanyahu seeking support for the war in Gaza, both militarily and emotionally, highlighting the importance of Israel's relationship with America. He spent a lot of time speaking about the October 7th attacks and justifying Israel's actions in Gaza since then. But Netanyahu also attempting to set the record straight in his eyes, calling out specifically the findings of the International Criminal Court, calling them, quote, utter, complete nonsense.
If there are Palestinians in Gaza who aren't getting enough food, it's not because Israel is blocking it, it's because Hamas is stealing it. Thank you, America, and thank you, senators and House members who continue to support us, continue to support Israel, continue to support the truth, and see through the lies. Today, as Israel fights on the front line of civilization, I too appeal to America. Give us the tools faster, and we'll finish the job faster.
And that last line there, really the goal of Netanyahu's speech today, to solidify support from Congress for more military aid to Israel. Netanyahu went on to say Israel will always remain America's indispensable ally. And while protests raged outside, there was also a demonstration of sorts inside the House chamber, with between 50 and 100 House Democrats and more than 20 Senate Democrats notably absent this afternoon. Reasons varied for skipping the speech, but many say they were doing so in protest. Brent.
What about our delegation? Any Connecticut lawmakers skip the speech?
Yes, so notably Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro was not there. She sent out a statement ahead of time saying that, as she did in 2015, she would be skipping Netanyahu's address today. You know, she said in the statement that she is a strong supporter of Israel and understands their security needs, but she really pointed to what she said was Republicans making this political and really trying to stoke division. She really mentioned the need for a ceasefire, wanting progress in those talks, and saying that she felt Netanyahu has been indifferent to the loss of Palestinian lives and settler violence.
All right. Emma, thanks.